Welcome, my name is Heather. I'm one of the registered dietitians at Copeman in Vancouver. I'm also a registered yoga instructor, and today I will be guiding you through a few restorative yoga postures. So in this practice today we will be using a few props. So restorative yoga is really about relaxing into a posture for a longer length of time. So we want to use these props to make us really comfortable in our poses. So here with me today I have a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can either use a more firm pillow as an option. The other option, which is the one I usually prefer to use if I don't have a bolster on hand, is actually a pretty big blanket. And then you can kind of fold that blanket sort of into a nice rectangular position like a bolster would be. And then I'll also be using two different blocks here today. If you don't have blocks, another option would be a nice big book that you have on hand to use there. So once you have your props, you'll come back and join me here. So to get ready to start into our restorative yoga practice, we're going to set up with our bolster and two blocks. We're going to be working into a posture called reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. Sounds like a really big name, but it's actually not as scary as it sounds. So we'll start by placing our hips just gently in front of the bolster, setting up this bolster lengthwise for your spine, and then grabbing the two blocks here as a variation. So the first variation that you can take with the legs is to take the soles of the feet together to touch and let the knees go out wide. And then you're using our block to help support the knees because you are going to be staying in this posture for a little bit longer. So that can mean up on this kind of highest level here, tilted down to the second level, or down on the lowest level, based on your flexibility. Again, books could go under here. If that's not comfortable for you at all, you're always just welcome to extend the legs in this posture here as well. Just taking a moment to get set up just in terms of the legs. From there, you have that bolster placed right behind you at the base of your spine, and you're slowly going to lower back onto your bolster. You want to make sure that your head is supported wherever you're at, so if you need a little bit of an extra cushion, making sure that your head is going to fit onto any of the support where you are. And then palms are going to go face up, slightly away from the body. In this restorative posture, you really want to make sure that you're nice and comfortable. We'll be staying here for a few minutes. That time allows us to deepen and relax into the pose. So this is the time to get a little bit more comfortable if you need to. So if there's any shifting or movement you need, if you find you're a little bit cold, you need a pair of socks, something like that, now's the time to just find anything that makes you just a little bit more comfortable. Then when you're ready, settling into the posture, see if you're able to find stillness. We'll start here with checking in with our breath. Taking a moment to not change your breath yet, but just notice where it's at, feeling the movement of your breath. And then when you're ready, let's come into a bit of a deeper breath practice, kind of going into a nice full belly breath. So breathing in from the base of the belly, breath rises through the abdomen all the way up to the collarbone, through the chest. Exhale nice and slow out the nose. Let's take a few more just like that. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. A few more deep breaths here in your own time, your own pace, allowing you to settle in and relax deeper into this posture. Continue with this nice deep breath practice while you stay in this posture. If you'd like, I welcome you to kind of imagine that feeling as if you were reaching down and lifting two really heavy grocery bags, so kind of one in each arm. When you are lifting up those really nice heavy grocery bags, you're going to feel some stress through the neck, kind of just noticing and imagining what it would feel like if you were to take pick up those really heavy grocery bags. Now imagining the contents of these grocery bags as maybe things that we're holding on to that aren't serving us right now. Emotions, thoughts, physical pain or tightness, fear, anything that we're holding on to in our body that you just feel isn't serving you in this moment in time. And when you're ready, with a nice deep breath out through the mouth, imagining relaxing and letting go of those grocery bags, allowing them to fall to the ground. Imagining how that'll feel in your body. What sensations change through the neck and shoulders, throughout the rest of the body. What would feel different? Welcome to stay here for a few more moments, feeling those physical sensations or the thoughts or perceptions that would change with that analogy. Or if you prefer, just coming back to that really nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. We'll be here for a few more breaths. As you get ready to transition postures, seeing if you're able to stay in your body, maybe through your breath or sensations in your body, being mindful and slow and gradual in your movements. Slowly reaching the palms to the outer edge of the thighs or outer edge of the knees to gently help the knees back up to center. From here, we'll start by rolling onto our left side, removing any blocks or props from around the knee area. So we'll be rolling onto the side, stacking knee over top of knee. Hips are again really nice and close to the bolster. And then we're going to be lying down onto the bolster, but really facing it. So you're going to turn the body, fingertips on either side of the bolster, and then slowly walking down, placing your full torso down onto the bolster. A few options here for the neck. If it feels more comfortable to have the neck facing towards the same side as the knees, that's option 1. If you prefer to go in for a little bit of a neck stretch and flip so that your opposite cheek is toward the mat, you're looking the opposite way of the knees, that's your second option here. Just being aware if that's comfortable with your neck. So finding where you would like your neck to sit. And then our palms are just going to frame the bolster. You can allow the elbows to drop down on either side. And then closing the eyes, relaxing down into your posture here. Coming back to that nice deep belly breath if you've lost sight of it. And while we're here for about the next minute, I want you to focus on feeling the beginning, middle, and end of both your inhale and your exhale. So really seeing how that feels in your body, what parts of the body are moving during the beginning, during the middle, and during the end. maybe labeling them too as it comes in and flows. Inhale, beginning, middle, end. Slight pause. Exhale, beginning, middle, end. Slight pause. Then repeating that practice just a few more times. I'll leave you here to enjoy that practice for a few more breaths. Attaching the words to our breath allows us to stay really nice and focused on this present moment, what's happening in the here and the now. Deep breathing also helps us shift to our parasympathetic nervous system, that more relaxed state of being. A few more breaths here. When you're ready, we're slowly going to switch sides. So again, nice and mindful, gentle in your movements here. Starting by pressing into the palms, slowly lifting the chest off of the bolster. Then we're switching sides, so knees are going to stack to the opposite side. Again, moving that prop or that block out of the way if you need to. Stacking the knees, hip goes right next to the bolster. And then once again, you're going to frame the bolster with your chest. So fingertips go onto either side of the bolster, and then you're slowly lowering your torso down onto the bolster. And then again, find a direction that feels good for the neck. So if neck faces the same direction as knees, that's option 1. Or you're welcome to flip the gaze to the opposite side, provides a little bit of a neck stretch. But if you have any neck sensitivity, you might choose to go with the same direction. Then our hands are going to relax down to frame the bolster. Elbows can relax. And just sinking into the posture here. Once again, finding your nice deep breath. Finding the beginning, middle, and end of both your inhale and your exhale. Taking a few more nice deep breaths in that same manner. And then if you're feeling ready, releasing your breath practice, I encourage you here to take another moment in this restorative posture to notice something that you're grateful for right now. When you're ready, slowly coming out of the posture, using the palms to help lift the torso. We'll move our bolster or our folded up blanket, coming into our final resting pose. If you have any lower back sensation, it can be really nice to move your bolster or your blanket underneath your knees. And still take the feet nice and wide, and then slowly lower down onto your back. Palms go face up. Taking a little bit of time to get really comfortable here. This is your corpse pose. Closing the eyes. I'll leave you here for your final posture. Welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like, as long as it's serving your body. Thank you so much for joining me on your mats here today.